This is myself versus Adam. Adam is the Scorpion player. I am the Crane player. Adam is Peregrine Falcon. I am Moyas.
Adam's a pretty good Scorpion player.
He is pretty good. He actually really
4 and 3
curb
at Gen
stomped
Con.
me at curb stomped me in Midgard the other day when I played Crab. That was an experience. He played really well. Really good player.
Fantastic. Yeah, I like Adam. He's good.
So
I've not met him yet, but I talk with him a lot. He's a cool guy.
before we get my thoughts as a player, I'm going to defer to Devin here.
Nobody
Devin,
cares about your thoughts.
as a Crane player, do you feel there's any cards you are always looking for, whether that means mulliganing aggressively or just always keeping? Conflict or Dynasty side, just what are the key cards here?
Dynasty first.
So I'll be honest, I usually don't put that much thought into my setup.
That makes me feel really good when you beat me, Devin. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Crane Hatamoto.
Yeah, that's why I'm admitting to it. No, like generally I'm just looking for like good enough starts. Like I won't aggressively pitch okay stuff in order to find something maybe better.
Right.
So like as long as I'm not getting holding flooded, I'm usually pretty happy. But I mean, best case scenario, you can look for the guest of honor. I personally don't agree with playing her by yourself turn one. Especially not with now losing the second player fate with the new update. So generally, I mean, yeah, just try and find good things. Brash Samurai is probably up there as one of the good ones, just to get an honored dude on the board to get Voice of Honor active as quick as you can.
I'm shocked because you haven't said Cautious Scout.
Yeah, I've been waiting for Cautious Scout.
Yeah, Kaja Scout is the other opener that you typically want, just because Scorpion provinces are awful. So yeah, I mean that's probably about it. I've been looking for Brash and Scout, or would be my typical openers.
So
What's your splash, Luis?
I am splashing Dragon here.
Because that can kind of change. Because I know Crane with Scorpion Splash is completely different.
I do believe Crane with Scorpion Splash is the overwhelmingly more popular one, especially now. This was pre-Hawk Tattoo change, but even then it seemed like most of the best Crane players were on Scorpion Splash, so I may have been quote-unquote wrong, but I really like Dragon Splash and Crane.
I don't think either's wrong.
No,
yeah,
I
guess
think
saying wrong would imply that
I think it's stylistic difference.
I actually think Crane actually have a good amount of splash options right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like I mean, I'm on Scorpion just because it fits my playstyle. But like I was on Dragon for a good amount of time, still a good choice. There's a good amount of people who are actually running Lion, mostly for Stand Your Ground because it's an event reprieve essentially. Plus you get to use Legion of One with your Scouts and Brash Samurai.
Wow, Stand Your Ground and Crane, that's really cute. I actually like that.
Yeah, I have the deck built, but I haven't actually played it, so I haven't had a chance to see it in action. And then there's the far to the side splash of Crab, where you go with Pathfinder Blades and the Scouts to just shut off your opponent's provinces, and you can go kind of attachment heavy in that one.
There's
so
also Keeper Unicorn now.
And Keeper Unicorn now too.
That's a blast.
So yeah, Crane have options, but I would say the vast majority of games you're going to see either Scorpion or Dragon.
Yeah, let's roll a game.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel Scorpion's the strongest just because Mark of Shame into Noble Sack is dirty.
Oh yeah. Yep. Actually, when I do splash Scorpion, I typically don't run Mark of Shame, but that's it's still.
We're on
it's
we're on Keeper of Earth Scorpion.
Yeah, I'm pretty solidly on 2 Mark of Shame in my deck. I felt like that's been good.
Yeah, I definitely will be making some adjustments when I play some more Crane. Mostly I just played in the league now, but I plan to be splashing Scorpion once Fumiki hits and probably play that secondarily to Crab.
Wow, you tossed the 2 holdings and hit literal solid gold.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is a fantastic start.
Oh yeah, that's an amazing opening.
I think I don't want to. I'm not saying this with any sort of implication as far as like what this means or does, but I think he played Keeper Earth under the impression that I was playing Crab in the league as well, which I absolutely am not and absolutely would not do. So shouts out to all the Crab players holding it down though, because I wish I could hold it down for my clan like y'all.
Me too.
My hand feels pretty fucking nice right now.
So let's make the call here. Is he on Shameful or Pilgrimage?
I don't don't know.
Is
I don't
that a
remember.
real question?
It's a very real
Shameful.
question.
Well,
Shameful.
I mean, if he was teching specifically against Crab, I would say Pilgrimage, but in general, I think the answer is shameful.
Every time we see a Luis game, that guy asks for Tekken.
I play Tekken a lot, man. Wow, I actually checked to see if it was on the VOD.
He's like an unofficial
It's a
co-host.
special guest.
Yeah.
So obvious buy is the Brash, because he's fucking Brash Samurai, dude.
I like that you faded the Brash Samurai. That's the thing that I've been doing lately. And I really like Brash Samurai.
Yeah, it either
fade.
forces the assassinate or
Um,
he just stays around and he's a fucking 4/3 for a turn, and he could use the ability
Yeah,
next turn.
My question though is, what does Devin think about that?
In an opening like this, I would also go with the One Fate Samurai, just because it gives you a consistent honored body for a couple turns to keep your Voice of Honors active.
I really,
Feels good. Voice of Honor and starting hand.
It does.
really hate fading the liar, especially going second, because Luis put a fate on his samurai. So now Luis has to say, like, I kind of have to take this void ring or I lose my samurai. And now you're
It
giving
pigeonholes me
Luis a
into
reason
it,
to
but you're
take the
giving me
void ring.
value. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Seeing
Like,
him.
so you were
fade
already
away.
going to have to do it for no reason, but now
Mhm.
it's weird. I don't like it at all. It's small things, but like this game's a lot of small things.
Yeah, the Crane Scorpion matchup, as much as there can be, real issues for a Scorpion player making an opening, there are still a lot of small things. It's like a dance. There's a lot of little things you have to do and make sure you're
We're
hitting
just-
the right
we're
check
just-
marks.
Jamming this
So-
military void conflict.
So what you're saying
Obviously.
is the soundtrack to the Scorpion Crane matchup is 180.
It's what?
Yeah,
What?
I'm just gonna call it and say Adam's playing 5D chess with Phoenix Splash and just gonna DOP the Void Ring.
That would be a
I mean,
fucking
that would-
move if ever I've seen one.
That would be sick, but it would get voice of honored.
It would also it would also be a DOP for a turn 1 Void Ring. I wouldn't be that mad at it.
Yeah.
With
It'd
one
be
voice
pretty
in
spicy.
hand, I'm more scared of other stuff next turn. Although again, like my hand is pretty much solid gold. I mean, it's hard to have a really bad hand as Crane versus Scorpion, to be frank. Your hand is generally playable and generally good. I don't like the way the Scorpion on this, because I'm just gonna do this. But
Well, I
it
mean,
does
that
telegraph
stops
some other
breaking.
stuff happening too. Yeah.
Whoa. There's some cool stuff in Adam's deck, huh?
I like Sadako. I don't think she makes it in the cup normally, but I mean, I instantly assassinate this because, like, I just want to win this conflict, and it's like I got 2 assassinates, dude. Also, not dealing with the shameful, etc. Him fading it up.
I mean, are you
really-
gonna try and break it?
I don't believe I do. Not really a reason to extend into a break here. Although, I mean, I might. There's certain points where I'm basically like Yu-Gi-Oh! Reading his hand, and I'd make some weird decisions because I get a good grasp of what can be done.
Crane splash.
Yeah, so I can be greedy, and I probably would have been tempted to, instead of just using the
Yeah, Soul
samurai to go
Beyond.
back to normal, I probably would have used the soul to get him
Yeah.
honored and try to break.
I think I would have tried
Thankfully,
it too. But I
not
don't know.
having used that Soul Beyond approach means that he cannot trigger Shameful. If I had used it, he would have been able to. But because of
Yeah,
Steward's
true.
wording, he can't trigger Shameful here.
True. But if he did, then you'd use the Brash Samurai's ability to bring him back up to honored.
True.
Man, Adam spent a lot of money.
Yeah, the
Wait,
force shame here
what-
makes
so-
me feel really, really good.
With a Steward of Law and a Brash Samurai, why can't he trigger Shameful?
If well, they're both neutral right now, so neither can go to Dishonored. But if
But one
Soul
of them
Beyond
can go to
approach.
Honored.
Yeah, he could still honor the
No, it's
Steward.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
because right. I'm stupid. Ignore everything
yeah,
I just
he
said.
could,
I was
it
thinking of
just-
the interaction
wouldn't-
with
it wouldn't
Zokujin where you
dishonor.
can't even target him. But yeah, you're correct.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
think you're correct at least.
Yeah, no, you definitely can.
Yeah, Adam blew freaking all his money in 4 cards of that.
Yeah, that was 3 fate on a character, 2 fate on a character, 1 fate left.
At this point, I'm already feeling incredible because I have a guest of honor. Although unfortunately, I believe I kept that guest of honor after looking at my provinces, and I'm pretty sure it is on a magistrate station. But I forget. You know, I don't pay attention to things. I just play my cards. I'm playing Crane. I just
Well,
break stuff, dude.
If it breaks right now,
Wow.
that's
Yeah,
bad.
why? Just go check it, Adam.
I mean, he could have been reading the fact that I just like allowed it.
I don't
Or
know.
just
I
let
feel
it
like you
sit
gotta
there.
just try.
No,
I
I
mean,
think
what's-
so too. You force your opponent to have the answers, in my opinion. Like every time, just
Yeah.
force them.
I also
Plus,
feel
they don't
I feel like you go Earth Ring here.
I would have watered into
clearly
Earth.
kept this here. Like, clearly you just kept it because it's guest of honor. It says win the game versus Scorpion.
Well, yeah, but like if my liar just runs into a 3-strength province like Shameful or
Wins.
Magistrate Station,
If he breaks
I
a
can just-
magistrate station
Yeah.
first turn, like that's so
Yeah.
good.
That's real good.
Break Shameful
I-
first
I-
turn. Like those are both crucial in the matchup. Absolutely crucial.
I would have watered to unbow the Steward of Law and then Earth Ringed, but
Notably, he does get
Yeah.
the favor that round. Well, I
Yeah.
have a Censure in hand, which doesn't feel good, but I'm still feeling pretty good. Pretty happy.
or
I mean,
a whole
6
turn of
fate
fate
to
up
1
on
is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, my honor situation's not worrying me, because I have Soul Beyond Approaches in hand, I have a Brash Samurai on board, a Callow Delegate, like, everything's coming up Millhouse right now.
The second Brash is real good.
So I wait to see what he does here, and if he doesn't buy the Shuganja, I'm pretty sure I go Guest of Honor. He does, so I'm fairly certain I go Brash here. Okay, I'm wrong. Fuck it. Feeling spicy.
Just gonna slam it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, right? What's the worst that could happen besides, like, a lot of things? I'm also up 4 cards as far as card advantage goes.
I don't know if I
I'm
would have played the
-1
Gallo
on board.
Delegate over like Guest of Honor 4 or 5 fate to pass.
At this point, I'm just looking at my honor and making sure that I'm not going to get too fucked.
Sure.
But yeah,
Yeah,
like, I could have just guessed.
I
it
almost
fast.
I almost feel like you go Guest of Honor with at least 4 fate instead of
Well-
3.
Yeah, I
think
run the
that-
risk here of hitting meditations and getting absolutely fucking destroyed.
Does it look like he didn't? He actually bid 3, right? So he didn't manipulate her.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
he bid 3,
revealed a bit
does
of
not
3.
manipulator.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I probably would have manipulated here. For Shakard 9 to 8.
I also delegate
probably-
to ensure that I have an honored character going into next
I guess
turn.
10, yeah, because 10 to 7 doesn't get you anywhere if you assassinate, right? Because then you're
Yeah,
still tapping
correct.
game box.
Yeah,
I
a lot of
probably-
the bid choices were due.
I probably would have 5 manipulated, but I don't know.
No, I agree. Get under me, and the course of the game changes.
Well,
dramatically.
I just gotta catch back up.
That too.
I'm behind
Especially-
on money. I'm behind on cards.
The instant pass on, or the instant cloud on Guest of Honor when I don't have a let go in hand, it hurts, but I mean, whatever, right? It happens.
We have a couple turns to draw one,
Oh yeah.
or just flop another guest and rub his nose in it.
Yep.
Yeah, and he hasn't seen your splash yet either, so I think that he probably isn't going to be super quick to try and void ring or like Fate Worse Than Death it.
It at this point, like, I'm not a big fan of my fate, but I'm also not stressed because my hand is not super heavy.
Are you also running 2 restrict? Oh no, I'm sorry. I was thinking Hawk Tattoo restricted list. I'm crazy.
Yeah,
I
gonna
was like,
say,
you can't
yeah.
run Hawk Tattoo in policy debate. What are you talking
I
about?
typically don't even run policy debate anymore, which is crazy, right? But I genuinely am not as big a fan of the card as I feel I should be.
I use Charge as my restricted card in Crane.
The Madman. I've heard tales. You charge in a Hotaru
Yeah.
on Eric, and some bad stuff happened to him.
I don't want to talk about it.
So no, this has happened like probably 4 or 5 times now, where somebody will attack military into my magistrate station, charge Hotaru into
Oh,
the defend,
man.
honor her, and then get up and swing.
I don't want to talk about it.
Like at this point, it's not even an edge case. It happens like once in every 3 games or something.
Eric, show me on the doll where the crane touched you.
So He swings water at the fertile fields, which is revealed. It's probably the right choice. There's nothing else here that demands an answer. The Brass Samurai actually being the one that matters at all. With
fertile fields, I pretty much, as a Scorpion player, in the Crane row will attack for a while.
No, absolutely. It is the correct choice for sure.
Because I'm either flipping Shameful or Magistrate or giving you 2 more money, which I don't want to do.
Swings to break here.
Adam is a bit breakier than the average.
I would be lying if I remember my reasoning for double defending here, but immediately honoring the guest of honor is a really good feeling.
Court Games defense.
He uses his fate to remove the token.
Did you double defend to defend against Court Games?
That probably was the reason, but I'd be lying again if I knew exactly why. This conflict is actually, it ends up being a little weird, and I wish I could give a little more info on what my thought process was, but some weird stuff happens here.
Jam cards.
A lot of cards do get jammed here. Even
are we happy to just keep trading 1 for 1 while we're up 4 cards?
Very happy. That is pretty much like the primary reason. There's also just I want to have a turn this turn, so. But it is primarily because I'm already up cards, and if I'm forcing him to use cards, I'm feeling fine.
The Crane player wants the game to turn into a board state where we're both drawing 5 and playing lots of cards, because you're gonna win that game.
Yep. Like eventually.
Because your numbers are just bigger.
Yeah, exactly. The 4 shame here, I don't feel terrible about. I considered holding it to deal with a potential cheeky steward play from hand, but it doesn't really matter.
You didn't even attack with the steward.
Yeah, I meant later on.
Oh, you played your own for shame.
Yes.
Sorry, I was misunderstanding.
Plays a game of Sadane on me.
Ooh. Very interesting.
That's kind of spicy.
Yeah, it's between the illusionist and the delegate, and I believe I get spicy here. Yep. So I bid 2 there to not allow him to get under me, and then he bid 4 to get under me. So that was kind of a cute interaction.
Sure. And Adam just throws all the spaghetti at the wall when he attacks. We saw it in his game versus Kyle too. He really just goes in.
He likes the break.
He doesn't just like to break. He doesn't really seem to want to ever just poke.
What caught me off guard is just the willingness to use the game of Sadane on the delegate for a 1 fate swing. Or not a 1 fate swing, a potential 1,
A 1 force swing.
Yep.
Well, 2 force swing, but.
Yeah, but
it stops the illusionist from being bowed by box, but still.
That's true.
So here, something smells like shit. So I decide I want to just policy debate his ass a bunch.
Yeah, sure.
Did he do the higher bid so I could swim your guys?
At this point, I was a little spooked by that.
Is that the smell like shit moment?
Well, he weighed the Scorpions the pole rival instead of the guest of honor, so I'm not sure. But I policy debate anyways, because what are you gonna do? Stop me?
Yeah, we at this point we have this one action window to see if he has an I can swim, right?
Yep. So if I recall correctly, I don't mind bidding. Yeah, I bid to ensure that he cannot win.
No, you didn't. He has to bid 3 to ensure he cannot win.
I'm at 6.
Yeah, if you bid 2 and he bids 5, you tie.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I bid 2. I'm just dumb, or maybe I just felt like bidding 2.
Or maybe you just
I might have bid 2, thinking of the I can swim at this point, and hoping he just bids 1 and doesn't continue to feed me honor. because he's reaching a point where if he feeds me enough honor via bidding, that I can actually like pivot.
Can you?
Yeah, for sure. Like there's no way even with Kodo you ever dishonor me because I'm playing the blue cards, like the good blue cards, not the dark.
You said I thought you were saying you would pivot to
yes,
dishonor.
Yeah, I could. Like if he were to get himself dangerously low, I wouldn't mind. So
Well, I mean, you can pressure it, but
winning the policy debate here is a good feeling. Immediately get rid of the fate worse than death.
Is winning policy debate? Does winning policy debate feel good, please?
It's a good feeling.
Really?
It's a really good feeling.
Wow.
Yep. I'm such a good player when I play cards that you can't really do much about. Hey, look at my hand. All these cards you can't do shit about. Go fuck yourself.
This keeper deck with backhand and complement into Crane. I feel like this matchup's even worse than your Seeker of Void Scorpion.
I would agree. I mean, I feel like it's even worse the moment that you have a worse province row against a Breaking Clan.
Well, yeah. Well,
like not even on top of deck building restrictions.
Yeah.
Because Keeper Earth row is like, it might be the single worst row in the game. Just like period.
But you get sabotage.
I guess not Keeper Earth Scorpion, but Keeper Earth in general doesn't give you anything.
At least in Scorpion we get shameful Seeker Cash.
Yeah, exactly.
But no upholding authority is really, really hard. That card has turned into a major crutch for me as a Scorpion player.
So here I forget exactly what happened, but I know I'm in the tank here.
I mean, what are we thinking about?
Did I foreshame him? What's going on here?
We're on the triple. We're on triple defend, so we gotta win this at this point,
yeah,
right?
So I foreshamed him.
Like you're hard committed.
He bows his dude instead of dishonoring him because again he would have just been dishonored. He would have just been bad.
We are
like I know his hand.
We're pot committed to winning this.
Mm-hmm. Again,
but
if he's willing to continue,
Adam has
cards
3
me,
cards
I
in
feel
hand.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam has
why
3
commit
cards.
so much.
And we know what they are.
Yep.
Oh my god.
He mentioned me not wanting my samurai bowed, and it's a mixture of me wanting to take my turn and me realizing that if he throws anything into this conflict, like it's just not a good feeling.
So we know he's got a dead card because his catch goes dead, and all he has is freaking backhanded compliment. Like,
Yep.
I guess he can cycle for an honor.
I mean, I am a huge fan of early game. Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm a huge fan because I played less than 10 games of Keeper Scorpion when I was practicing for and playing in the off roll. Yeah, I am a huge fan of in the early game just getting them out of my fucking hand.
I never used that shit to ping people when I was playing it. I literally just used it to cycle, and it was like a beast. Card is fun.
You don't use it with 3 secret commies to increase your reach?
I have killed multiple
reach.
people.
Yeah.
I've killed multiple people with backhand and compliment, but like in the first 2 turns, if I draw them, I'm cycling them pretty immediately.
I don't know. I think it depends kind of how I have like what I draw, right? So like if I can,
of course, everything I say is situational.
Yeah, if I have like 7 cards in hand and then to play one of them to win all the conflict in a turn, I probably would keep them. But ideally, I would like to keep. It's just like get you to 5. Now you're winning air range.
The keeper version of the Scorpion deck is weaker early game, and Scorpion is kind of weak in the early game as it is, and you're gonna have to use a lot of your hand to stay alive in the early game. I found, so especially against aggressive breaking focus clans, I was cycling them.
He also hasn't boxed yet.
He couldn't box in the last conflict. Everything was a 3.
Yeah, there was no action window where it could have. He immediately got his illusionist out the first time with Game of Sedane.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying Adam didn't box.
His box is tapped. You okay, Mike?
He just did it because I lose like.
Well, either way, he hits my policy debate with the Earth Ring. I feel pretty good because like that's the card I wanted the least. Maybe the Censure, but I mean the Censure is
you have to
always
draw
gonna
2
come in
cards
clutch eventually.
He's suddenly up to 4 cards.
Yeah, dude. 2-card swing from fucking Earthring. It's legit.
Can we
Best
die?
ring.
Can we die to Dishonor?
Yes.
If he 3 bids your 1 bid, and then boxes you, you're both at 7?
Well, the answer was yes, and like when I looked until I looked at the flops, right?
Sure. And then you flop a Savvy Politician, and
Hand of Brash, yeah.
yeah.
So that's a
Putting Fate on guys right here is correct as well, because putting the Fate on them essentially means I'm not going to die this turn.
At this point, I'm also looking to keep board state swinging into next turn because I think I can kill him in a matter of 2 turns.
Buying guys naked when you're low on honor is not a good thing to do against Scorpion. It's something I'm actively looking for. So
It does depend, though, like because
Sure,
has
of
so
course.
many, like such a amount of ways. Like the Savvy Politician, I think I buy naked. Okay, I don't even do that.
I'm speaking of
Like,
it generally.
Yeah, for sure. The 3 bid in the face of danger.
Yeah, that is aggressive.
I really wanted like some cards, man. This Let Go is
I don't get
kind
the
of
2.
disgusting right now.
Why would you 2 bid? You either
Yeah, I
3
bid
or
3
1,
there
right?
because I was okay going down to 4.
Right. So he should either match your 3 because he expected you to 1, or he should 1. Eh.
Devin, your thoughts?
I'm gonna be honest. I was resizing my screen and didn't catch what we were talking about.
Just the bids
the-
in general.
His
Great.
his
Great Hanamoto, ladies and gentlemen.
So he gives me an honor. I go from, or I give him 1 honor rather. I go from 6 to 5. He
Right,
goes
it was
from
8 to
8
6.
to 9. Yep. So I bid
So-
3, expecting to go down to 4, and he bids 2, and so I only go down to 5. At this point, I'm happy about that.
6 is basically my threshold for starting to play really defensively on honor. So I probably go straight 1 bids here until I get back to at least like 8 or 9.
Yeah, the reason I was okay with going for the 3 in the face of that is like my board is super strong, and I had 2 Soul Beyond approaches, even in the worst case of me drawing just like dead cards. And thankfully, I hit straight gas, just absolute fucking gas here.
I feel like if he's expecting you to 1 bid, he has to 3 bid so he can box. But I don't know.
I also think that it was probably I mean, his hand's only at 6. Still, going for the Let Go, I think, safe
Yeah.
enough. And I think I definitely wouldn't bid more than 3 here, but
Like as Crane, I'm not scared at 6, but you are correct to be scared. Like it's not incorrect to be. It's just I personally am not that scared, especially given my
We're
board
gonna
state.
grab this fucking sweet 2 Fate air ring. Ooh! Feels good.
Feels really good.
I'd almost swing with the guest because you can let go the guest and catch by surprise.
So I
We
think
can save
this
it for
is-
later on defense, right?
This is sped up a fair bit, but I'm fairly certain it took me like a solid amount of time to consider what I was going to do this turn, because I could, like,
This whole board has covert. Damn.
yeah.
during
So
Earth Rings.
it was a matter of coverting his pole rival out of a political defense, or like just swinging.
But you
military,
can't covert the
period.
pole rival.
Or
Yeah,
not
it
coverting the
has
pole
covert.
rival, just swinging military here. So coverting the Zokujin or
Oh, wow.
swinging military was what I was thinking.
Swinging military is effective coverting.
Yeah, that's what I meant there. It took me a fair bit. I think there's another situation later on where I do the same thing, where I kind of sit and think for a solid amount of time. Covert and then Hawk Tattoo, the classic Luis maneuver.
Here we go again, boys.
It was just to force his pole rival to bow. Like it's essentially the same outcome, or it is actually a better outcome, but.
Sure. I mean, memes aside, that Hawk Tattoo was pretty solid.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like it just fucks his entire turnover, like really hard. It also gives me a pretty solid opportunity to, I believe, win back favor here.
It doesn't like seal the game, but it's gonna solidly put you pretty far ahead from here. Man, fuck Hawk Tattoo, huh?
Yeah, I'm so happy that card's gone. Like, legitimately. As a Crane player, I liked it more because, like, Crane just slotted it in so naturally. It was, like, really easy.
What an absolute blowout.
Yep. Glad that
Yeah,
card's gone.
Yeah, I did enjoy it out of Crane, but
One fate, blow your opponent out, and they can't do
definitely
anything
good.
about it. Like, alright, dude, sick. Hope you got rebuilds.
I mean, I loved playing it in Scorpion, but every time it was played on me, I was like, this game is
It's just a
fucking
feels bad
stupid.
card, dude. Yeah, it just made the entire game feel
Why?
bad.
I just drove an hour and a half to this tournament in fucking New Hampshire, and
You can call me weak for it, but I literally quit my main clan because, like, it was just not fun to play.
Understandable.
man,
Now all they need to do
good
is
times.
fix the glaring oversight that Crab doesn't just win all games.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh boy.
I
Ian,
like
is
the
that you?
glaring oversight where we didn't get any cards. Give me some cards. Please give me some
you,
cards.
You guys
Yeah.
got Taka?
That
He's
was in
not
the
a card.
last cycle.
He's not a card. Don't talk to me.
no.
Even if that was true, he's not even in this cycle.
Taka's not a card, though. So
Yeah.
he drops another Sadako here, by the way.
The
Second
best.
Sadako.
What was the best crab card in the elemental cycle? It's third tower guard and Kuni Lab.
Kuni Lab or
No,
Kuni Yori?
Kudaka?
I'd say Yori is good.
Kudaka.
Yeah, Kudaka. No, I'm serious. Kudaka's the best crab card of the cycle. She's like
Yeah,
an
but
honorary
she's-
crab, dude.
We just need Tadaka to come hang out.
Kuni
in
Lab is a
Crablands,
great
like we
card.
all
It's
know
just
he's going
not
to.
the best yet. I think Yori's a shitty card personally, but he's not like the worst shitty.
Hold
card.
on, a deceptive offer is being played.
Yeah.
Tuning in.
So this is a prime example of what happens when you run Deceptive Offer, and I mean this in no offense to Adam, but I'm always going to choose the less bad option. That's,
Well,
just the nature of a card. Yeah, the nature of the
Any
card.
opponent chooses card.
But that's what I'm saying. The nature of those cards is that I'm always going to choose, you know, the least bad option. So like that one honor, I gave him an honor when I'm at 5 because I just don't care. Like I'm feeling so happy and confident here that I just give him the honor because whatever. And again, there's the confidence. Leaving the guest unbowed lets me take the favor, and also lets me defend if he goes for anything cheeky. But he didn't.
Yes, Devin.
No, I was just gonna say I actually have a defense for deceptive offer.
What do you think?
So in like I would say in 95% of decks it's garbage. But I had my honor builds that I was playing around with a bit when the elemental cycle finished,
okay.
and it's a good
I feel
card
sick.
when your opponent's choice doesn't matter because
you're either
any
winning the
choice
ring,
is
right?
good.
Or you're getting the
You're
honor.
winning a ring or you're breaking a province by them giving you the strength, or they're giving you an honor, which is going to push your honor condition and also force them down because if you're running an honor deck, you're basically also having a dishonor option. So literally there's no wrong choice for what my deck wanted to do. It was still the first card I cut when I had to make room, but it worked for the deck's idea.
Puke emoji.
No, that it does make the most sense in honor decks. I can't say I fully agree with it, but I do agree with the reasoning, and it does make the most sense there.
We're sitting on this let go for so long,
Yeah,
waiting for the blowout.
hanging out,
Oh.
chilling.
Just a casual, finally get the honor on turn 4 and just flop a Yoshi.
Yeah, that's a good feeling too. You know, winning, like getting good stuff to happen.
But you also have waifu.
Nah,
Yeah.
she's only got good art. She's pretty lame.
Best art in the game.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Between her and Sakune, but like she's so much better than Sakune. Kasada's pretty cool too.
Just slam this Yoshi, bro.
I'm not slamming shit, dude. I'm chilling.
Slam the Yoshi. Oh!
I have 4 honor, dude.
Yeah, so you can bid 1 and then still draw 40 cards. Hello?
Nah,
Hello?
dude. I'm gonna do
Hello?
Hotaru stuff.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Hi, Brandon.
hi.
What's up?
That's a great question.
So
Okay.
I wait here before he draws cards, just in case for some ungodly reason he cares enough to stop, like that.
Wouldn't you be fucking psyched if for cheating that?
Yeah, for sure, but it's still like the proper thing, I guess. depending.
it?
Unless I was gonna bait him to use Forge, but I don't think he would have Forge Edict it.
So the plan then is to just like win an air ring with Motaro, so you're not in danger anymore, as opposed to drawing a billion cards.
I actually
Right.
forget what I do here. So
Oh, okay.
like
'Cause
looking into my own mind
you're up.
palace.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
up
if I win
hand
an air ring,
anyway,
I just win the game.
I mean,
with effectively 2 counters on board.
I would just go fire ring and
I was
just
gonna say the
honor to your guys.
double fire ring, get 2 money, honor to your guys.
Yeah,
Or
that's
you-
probably a
He's probably gonna swing fire ring, honestly.
I would be surprised if he doesn't gobble up that money real quick, considering he has a Kachiko in hand.
Yeah, here comes the political fire.
If he Kachikos with 1, I mean, thanks.
7 is 2 fate, no?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it depends
For
on
some
what else
reason, I
is
was
in
thinking
hand.
of Fushicho.
I mean, he's just feeding you an extra card every turn.
first action, immediate let go. Oh,
Well,
what feeling.
it's. I mean, what else are you gonna do, Mike? Where else are you gonna attack?
Yeah.
That's the best province to hit.
Yeah.
You gonna risk flipping the Magistrate Station with a 3 fate Hataru on the board?
Immediately
Honored?
lose the game.
Or are you gonna run into Shameful
Like,
Display?
oh, the noble sack. What a feeling. Don't you just love pushing dudes off bridges, Devin?
It is fun. It's especially fun when you're running Artisan Academy and you flip it up, so they know it's coming. They just can't do anything about it.
What are you gonna do? Interact with the glory stat? Good fucking joke, dickhead. See ya. Straight off this bridge.
I have multiple times on Jigoku Meek informated my Crane opponent and saw the Noble Sack in their hand and be like, oh, I lose.
Yep. Kill spells are ridiculously powerful, no matter how many conditions you put on them. Like, I Can Swim is the edge case.
Well,
where
in
it's
this
still
game
decent.
specifically, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, in this game specifically, kill spells are incredibly powerful, and I pray
Okay,
they
yeah.
don't print too many more. I desperately pray they don't, because this game would suck.
I mean, a lot of them you can kind of play around. Like, I mean,
Right.
if you bid higher, you won't have to go swimming, and if you don't walk on bridges when you're dishonorable,
Yeah,
you
just
won't
bid
get
higher,
money
dude.
sacrificed.
Just give them,
I
like,
think-
just hemorrhage honor.
In core, they really thought that Fallen in Battle was going to be everywhere. I think they thought that was going to be a good card.
They think a lot of things, and they're
I
usually...
think,
Well,
it
yeah,
would, I think it would be a good card if it didn't have to be in the conflict.
Right. I mean,
Yes.
if you've played a Game of Thrones, Put to the Sword is Fallen in Battle, but you can target somebody that isn't in the conflict, and it's widely played.
So
I
just
do
randomly-
feel like
maybe
it
that's-
would have
maybe
to be
that's why
two
the-
fate in that case.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, maybe that's why the restriction though of the conflict.
So he's getting a bit of lag here. I should probably search forward to see. Alright. All that happened there was he passed, I passed. Seems like we're...
Well, yeah. I mean, you like have a guest in the conflict, so you just can't play his hand. So
Yeah.
you're pretty much gonna pass.
It's good they printed those cards so early, right?
Yeah.
Like City, the open hand being in core, go fuck yourself.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and not be triggered by a guest of honor just because I have City of the Open Hand.
If I had City,
City,
the
the
open
open
hand,
hand.
I wouldn't be worried about anything, dude. I'd be chilling.
Okay, I mean, I guess printing cards that says your opponent can't have fun is fine.
Oh, Guest of Honor is a fucking stupid card, but I feel okay when I do stuff to Scorpion.
City of the Open Hand doesn't say your opponent can't play cards.
It says a lot more stuff, just hidden text.
Oh my god.
Devin, what are your thoughts on Guest of Honor?
Oh, she's amazing.
Oh my god.
So no, like it's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like it's going to be really hard for them to print another 4-cost Crane character that can actually fight up against her. Because like our
You can
4-cost
play
are
more
a lot.
than one 4-cost, right?
You can, but
Yeah.
I mean, I typically don't like
Dude,
to.
the deck is already such
Yeah.
a well-oiled machine.
So, no, I mean, I fully understand why everybody that's not a Crane player doesn't like her, but I will still run her as a 3-up in every deck until I'm not allowed to.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to not do that. I'm just saying it's bullshit and I hate it.
So at this point, I feel good about revealing provinces. I don't want to swing into Shameful while he has Kachiko in hand. I do the thing where I buy Hotaru instead of Yoshi, and then I go for the Earth Ring because I'm a fucking baller.
Oh, we double earthed.
Yep, seeing what I can hit.
Sure.
I'm going fishing. He's only got 5 cards in hand now. But
You didn't want to just double air ring and like never have to worry
actually
again.
looking back at the recording, that's not a double Earth Ring. That's just an Earth Ring. There was a reasoning for me going mill with Hotaru. What the fuck was it?
Oh, okay.
There is a reasoning. I just can't think of it right now. But it had to do with playing around Kachiko and trying to get that bitch noble sacked.
But you're honored. Like, why would you need to play around Kachiko?
Yeah.
I don't remember, man.
With 2 Soul Beyond reproaches in hand.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she is a 6/9.
There,
so,
there
like,
was
6 is
something that I
still a
was worried
respectable
about.
stat,
That's all I
but-
know.
And court games to bomb her down if
Like-
you had to.
There was some weird shit that went down that I was like, yeah, I gotta do a military swing with this bitch.
I don't know.
I
Hotaru
genuinely
does
don't
weird
remember.
things whenever Kachiko's involved if you read the fiction. So
Well, did you go?
Yeah, that's
you went
true.
Earth to deny him the Earth Ring. That's obvious.
Oh yeah. The ring choice
I mean,
makes sense. It's just
Double Earth. I mean, Earth political even would have been good, right? Because then draw 2 and lose. Maybe he.
oh
Yeah,
right.
but if
It's
you do-
because
if you
it's
do
because
that-
my best chance to break was just having Hotaru. Like an honored
Yeah.
Hotaru breaks better than like the brash.
And you
can
can't
break, but-
really. You can't really attack with Pole Rival and Hotaru.
exactly.
Yeah,
That-
no,
that's pretty
yeah,
much
yeah,
what I meant.
No, that's true.
That's
It's just too-
what I was
that's too
thinking. I'm a
much.
big dummy. Finally get to dump that
Calling in
censure
favors
with
your
gusto.
sword. Really?
Yeah. What else is he gonna calling in favors for me, dude?
I'm not worried about the calling in favors. Is what I'm saying. Like,
I
You
know
wanna
I
save
know
it for-
what some cards in his hand are, and if I have a Voice of Honor in hand, I still feel totally okay about the situation. If I didn't, I would have probably let him
I'm-
have the sword.
very surprised by that play.
I mean, I'm gonna play to win. I'm not gonna play to not lose. He has 4 cards in hand, so the odds are pretty good for me to just slam that cancel there.
Sure.
and I mean, it's the Zokujin's sticking around for another. No, because you're gonna avoid it. Never mind.
Well, I know he's got Kachiko here, but like he's gonna feel really bad when I court games it.
Yeah.
Like literal instant court games. I'm foaming at the mouth for this, dude. I've never felt better.
This he has to immediately re-honor her. This game's over. Oh, the suspense.
The game's over anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He has voice online, so even if he tries,
Like,
he doesn't. And then
Right.
Kachiko.
You could have 4.
Kachiko takes a dip. Oh, sorry, falls off a bridge.
oh my god.
So now the real question: do you sack Hotaru so the
Yeah,
levels go
okay,
down?
well, this game's over.
do you sacrifice Otaru to kill Kachiko on a bridge? Yeah, absolutely. Just for story reasons.
That would be the most anime thing you could do, and that's
Well, that'll
how you're
fucking,
supposed to play this game.
that'll show Kachiko to break up with Hotaru.
Yeah, that was fucking brutal.
So there's the blowout, and again, like I roll into next turn with favor, Yoshi on
Yeah,
board.
we're-
There's nothing to do. There's nothing that can save.
Yeah.
We're watching a dead man walking at this point.
That sort of blowout is like the stuff you dream about, and it'd be that way sometimes. That's this deck is a 1x noble sack too, I believe.
I mean, as Derek would say, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, there's only so much that can be done. But
In Dragon Splash, I think 1 is fine. I run 2 in my Scorpion one, but that's because I have more ways to
Yeah.
set it up.
absolutely, I might even run 2 in Dragon Splash if I continue to run it after Hawk Tattoo's gone, which it is. Just because like Noble Sack is a card that is so powerful that I find myself wanting to guarantee I draw it once a game, and sometimes twice. With Calo Delegate being a thing
Wait,
now,
how
it's
did-
really nice to just draw 2 of them.
How did you get the favor when his fawning diplomat died?
He didn't reaction.
Oh,
I think at this point he's so tilted off the face of the planet that like,
Yeah,
you find him
no,
somewhere in the
I mean-
Pleiades.
Wow.
he is in.
I think at this point he was
the
like I
horse
said,
shoe
yeah,
crab
probably just
nebula.
clicking through it and being like, yeah, whatever. Like, I would feel the same way. I would have scooped.
I'm pretty sure the Pleiades are in the constellation Taurus, so
Yeah, they're the closest objects to us, aren't they?
I bet Brandon has no friends.
yeah,
Brandon,
you
you're
know.
my friend.
Thanks.
Even though you're a bitch, but like you're.
I
still
will
my
say
friend.
this is this is the time of the year where you can actually see some of the Pleiades up close outside.
Yeah, we're looking at it right now.
Yeah, we're watching this man get fucking blasted off like Team Rocket. I'm sorry, Adam. I don't mean it like against you.
We love you.
Yeah. You're cool, homie.
Yeah.
Adam's just watching the game right now, going, "I'm never recording another fucking game with these
Yeah.
assholes again."
Solid.
No, it's all good.
No, I mean,
I just like to
the,
talk shit, but
seven,
not to you in a malicious way.
seven fate noble sacrifice. I mean, the game is pretty over. It doesn't really matter.
I have a guest on board. Like, between guest Hotaru and Yoshi, like he doesn't even have enough clouds to fucking cloud all of them if he wants.
We're about to go up to 10 honor against the Scorpion on turn 5.
Just crane things.
We're coasting, boys. We're coasting.
Yep. I do
No, I
hope
will
if I
say-
take this air ring, I just gain a fucking ton of honor. Because if I take honor from him twice, dude, I'll look like a real dumb bitch, huh?
Yes, you would.
Actually, no, I wouldn't, dude. I feel okay.
Nah,
Sorry.
you would.
I will say this: there is something cathartic about watching a Scorpion player getting dismantled.
Oh my
You really
God.
fucking hate Scorpion, dude. Jeez.
My playtest partner for the longest time was Eric. What do you think?
I feel great
Yeah, I
because I
mean,
have a ton of Scorpion experience.
Back in the days of core, when like me and Mike were just wee little lads.
Oh, and he was playing Phoenix in core?
He's
Oh,
playing
you poor bastard.
playing core Phoenix, and I'd
This
come
is
over his
core
house and we'd
Scorpion.
jam like 4 games, and he'd just go
Fuck himself?
plug in his toaster into the socket next to the bath, and then just kind of like stare at it for a while, and then go to bed.
So 100% real talk. I have a noose in my basement that is hanging there. And I'm leaving it there because I'm waiting to see if my wife ever notices it.
Hell.
That the old school Scorpion matchup was it was fun.
Yikes.
I had fun. I had fun testing.
Back when they probably did run Sukune because they didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
poor fucking
It,
bastard.
it was super fun playing Sukune and then having her noble sacked on turn 1 by a Scorpion player.
Let's
See,
not
Game of
forget
Sadane's here.
Wave the Crab to buy a crab player.
Oh my fucking god!
On stream.
Feels good.
That still tilts me to this day.
I want to get that on. I think I might get that
feel
put on a
I
t-shirt.
feel
and
bad
screen
for
cap.
that guy. I feel bad for him. He's
Why?
an
'Cause he
actual
got fucking
meme
owned
now.
so hard, dude.
Yeah, he's a straight up meme now.
Yeah, put him in the grave, dude. See you later. That's what you get for picking Phoenix.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I hope people realize that I'm almost never like that serious.
You
Yeah.
are though.
I mean, I think it's good to mention.
Oh my
every
God.
once in a while.
I'm gonna take
You
honor
moused
from him
over the
twice.
take 1 honor. You moused over it. Don't.
Mm. Oh, I feel
I-
good.
So okay, so in all
I can't
seriousness,
lose anyways, but like, why not dual pressure? If I already can't
'Cause it's
lose, why
not.
not? Is he gonna ping me for 8 this turn? He's gonna go up to 5, and then I'm still gonna fucking bid 5 in his face next turn if it happens. Like,
I'm gonna laugh with if you bid 5 and then he just like
he
backhand
triple
compliments you.
backhands me. Like, I hit no
Yeah.
cancels. Damn, imagine drawing 8 cards and not having a cancel for the last ping of honor. That would feel real stupid. That would be the worst feeling ever, dude.
I would really enjoy seeing that game.
Like Eric, you keep saying the game's over. It is Luis playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just,
yeah, I
like,
mean-
I'm gonna dump 4 honor on my 1 Soulby honor.
We
perk
saw-
somehow.
We saw some wacky shit out of this boy last time we watched him. So
There's a reason there's an asterisk next to you in that victory column.
Yep. You never know what I'm gonna do next, dude. I'm the fucking wild card. So I reveal a banding honor here, and that's like a thing. If this had happened earlier on, it actually would have been really feels bad. 'Cause there was a time where I had some stuff.
should we switch gears and talk about what he does to get back into it?
I'm not sure if there's a manner in which you feasibly could, like as like any player. I don't think there's a world. Obviously we know my hand, right? But even just looking at it in a vacuum, if you were to put this board state on board and just like randomize the cards in hand,
Solve
you
this
can't
puzzle.
tell. Yeah, like I don't think there's a
Find,
puzzle to
find the
solve.
lethal.
Yeah, it's like solving the old unicorn puzzle. Like there wasn't really a puzzle there. It's just like a bunch of shattered pieces and dreams.
Sorry, I'm just trying to mine something here.
Yeah, well,
I
I mean, there's
think-
a point where like you could. Basically, if he had away the Scorpion and I didn't have an honor effect in hand there, that would have been fucking sick, right? But like, otherwise, there's not much.
I think this we can like trace this back to turn 1 where he just blew so much turn 1 for nothing.
That's
Sure,
a
I mean-
common running theme in a lot of these games. Not his,
Yeah,
but
something
games in general.
something we can talk about here is just what we've kind of dubbed like chasing conflicts.
I mean, and it's interesting, Eric, because it's like the couple of Scorpions that we've seen, like with Ian and Adam, they don't play like the way you play. You play very like kind of poke and exploratory, where they play. I think they're playing the game more as like the designers intended, whereas you're basically just abusing the strengths of the deck, whereas they're playing it as the way the designers intended, like throwing things at it.
I'm not going to sit
So-
here and sugarcoat. I think I'm playing it correctly. Like I think the way I play is just the way Scorpion should be played, but they have success as well. So what I'm saying only goes so far.
Yeah.
Super small thing, just for like people watching who maybe don't have it in mind all the time yet. But the timing there for the Soul Beyond approach was important. Your instinct might be to snap play that card as soon as you can when he gets dishonored. Just remember to wait. What I did there was I waited for his board to clear, so he didn't have a courtier to Forge Edict it, just in case he wanted to. He
Yeah.
probably would not have, but it's just something to keep in mind. Timing is very important in a few cases. Sorry to interrupt.
So, side question about that actually. Why not just use the Callow Delegate to honor Yoshi and save the soul for later? You gained 1 honor off of honoring the Callow Delegate off of himself when you could have gotten more use out of just doing it to Yoshi then.
Just keeping the Yoshi full honored, because he's got to expend like a lot of resources to really get through him, as opposed to keeping him neutral. Although honoring him doesn't give me any effects on cards because I have an honored Hotaru, it still makes it harder for him to just deal through it, and it gives me full value out of Soul Beyond approach. Although saving the Soul Beyond approach was probably just as fine, given that I have such an honor lead right now.
Well, here's the other question. He already got passing fate. Why didn't you just pitch the other Yoshi and put Yoshi up to 4 fate?
If he does kill this Yoshi, I just want another one. Or if he clouds it, like I just want another Yoshi.
But you're not going to be able to play
I mean, if he clouds it, you can't play it for another 4 rounds.
Well, if he,
Yeah.
if he kills it, essentially.
Also,
right?
you
Or
have
if
a
he clouds
leftover.
it and like
We're
starts dealing
swinging-
with it.
We're swinging with 22 political, so like, who cares?
That too. But well, I mean, there's still something to be said for optimal play.
I mean,
I guess in the off chance that Yoshi ends up dying or clouded, like either of the two, right? If he
Yeah, I mean, you're
somehow
swinging
gets
22.
like, I can swim in the.
in order for
weird
you to play
fantasy land.
this second Yoshi, we got to get to like turn 10.
Right. Well, I mean, why play the second Yoshi if it doesn't matter if this one dies anyways?
I don't think it matters either way.
If I play the Yoshi and he somehow dies, I can't bring out a Yoshi. Which again, we're still digging, like we're digging here for something, right? But if I don't put the fate on this Yoshi and he somehow gets rid of this Yoshi, or clouds it and somehow survives another 3 turns, you know, like there's nothing else I'm looking for in my dynasty. Like my board is literally
you gonna-
perfect.
Are you gonna double sword here and try and win on pull or on military?
You win on military anyway because you're 12 military strength.
He attacked. He poked.
Oh.
Yeah, I poke because I know it's rally, or I assume it's rally. I forget exactly what I do here, but I know I just have to force him to do something.
That'd be sweet. To double fine
I'm pretty
katana
sure
win.
I am.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
might be
can. 1 plus 2 katanas plus the favor.
And it's not like he can gust.
Or Menacing Iron Warriors.
Yeah.
Well,
Fate.
Well, the guest
Yeah,
being in
you
there,
can't play anything.
honor the menacing Iron Warrior, and then Katana games him. There's literally nothing you can do now. Yep. He passes, I pass. It
We
breaks.
should have swag double fine katana him.
Nah. See, unlike last game where I was just bumbling and being fucking stupid, I wasn't like BMing at him here. I wasn't gonna be like, yeah, I got the fine katanas too, dickhead. Like, nah.
Still got all these.
Dude, that man got a 7 Fate Kachiko like noble sect. I'm not gonna shit on.
Yeah,
him.
I mean,
I'm
good
not gonna
on
be like, yeah, he's
Adam
a
for
Katana's
hanging in
too,
there.
dick.
good on Adam for hanging in there. I'd scoop.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
for sure. In a,
Well, I mean,
in a
we
tournament
wa- we
game,
watched-
I think you have to play it out, and the league is basically a tournament.
We watched freaking Nick blow up Rodrigo with a 2/7 Fate friggin' swings with Noble Sack.
Yeah, there's only so much people can do about it. Like, I don't even think Adam played horrendously wrong there. It's just like, it was gonna happen eventually. I was gonna kill that Kachiko the moment it hit board. Like, I don't have another noble sack target. You know? Like, there was only so much that could have been done there. So it's not so much a misplay on his part. Although I think he could have brought it in, like, earlier or something else, but it was gonna die. Like, she was target numero uno for that fucking noble sack, especially at 1x.
I mean, really, realistically, that's the only thing in Scorpion you're gonna noble sack.
Yeah, or like if they are the type to run Shoju, you know, he's still a noble sack target. But Kachiko, in my opinion, is much
Like-
scarier.
That and the like 4 Fate Miyakos.